Hello everyone. December 2025 predictions are here for all signs using Vedic astrology. What a month we have. 4 planets are going into what we call a Gandanta situation, crossing over the Mula Nakshatra. We need to check this out very carefully. All the details are here for you, and the key dates that you have to be careful, and then the dates when you can definitely make some progress. So if you're new to my channel, don't forget to sub below. If the video is helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it around as well. Thank you. Let's go. What is the MULA GANDANTA? It's the space, if you like, between Scorpio and Sagittarius in the sidereal zodiac, those special degrees where the Gandanta crossing occurs between water sign of Scorpio and fire sign of Sagittarius. Now, there are more Gandantas in the zodiac, but this one at the Mula Nakshatra is particularly transformative. So things get left behind, new openings come, it's full of opportunity, but the actual dates of the Gandanta crossing of the grahas, be careful. This month there are 4 planets making this crossing. I will give you all the detail and the dates on the video. Now, Venus Sukra is in Scorpio from the 1st until the 20th, and he's one of the planets making the crossing. He gives intensity, obsession, secrecy in relationships. Wow, what a time it is, particularly if you are Taurus or Libra, Venus led. Be careful, don't let things get out of control. Still, he's very, very good for secret business dealings, some people. But let's check the Gandanta dates. It's on the 20th and 21st that Venus crosses over from Scorpio into Sagittarius. And Venus is a water planet. So everybody, believe me, everybody will become super touchy and sensitive on the 20th, 21st of December. It's not a good time to initiate relationship situations, to end relationships even. Anything about intimate partnerships, just stay cool and don't become reactive. Even business affairs can be very, very difficult to conclude on the 20th, 21st. As I say, everybody's super sensitive. Be aware of it. At the beginning of the month, though, the 5th, the full moon happens in Taurus. This is a lovely full moon. Taurus is a multricone of the moon, the really special place for moon to be. So full moon in Taurus is a beautiful experience. I will discuss it in the individual readings, but it is a time for openness, family affairs, emotional clarity. It is very helpful. And it can help business people as well make very good decisions. So grab the moment of the 5th of December. Then on the 6th, Guru Jupiter is retrograde. Of course, he's been going backwards for some time, but now he's going back into Gemini, Mithuna again from the 6th of December right up for a few more months. You should check the video on my channel, Jupiter Transit Gemini. The link is below. This transit opens up tremendous opportunities, but the trouble is, because he is weak in this sign, it can seem too much, and everything is not quite what it seems. Some signs benefit, other signs go into confusion. Check the video, Jupiter Transit Gemini, please. The link is below for lots more detail. Mercury is in the sign of Mars and Ketu from the 7th until the 29th in Scorpio. Once again, the secret's coming out. Mercury is direct now, so he is completing a transit that he didn't complete earlier on. He is going to bring the secrets out. All of your money concerns, business concerns, you will get clarity. People will have to reveal, show their hands during this Mercury Scorpio. Don't become manipulative though, or it could get dangerous, particularly at the Gandanta dates. Here they are. Gandanta dates are the 29th and the 30th of the month. Everybody check those dates carefully. Don't sign any dotted lines. Don't make any big decisions. It's just going to go manic. There's information coming from every side at everybody. Virtually everybody's on a sort of mega cycle of confusion on the 29th and 30th. So Information is not to be trusted. Decisions should not be made on the 29th and 30th, particularly business, educational decisions, or monetary decisions. Hold fire 29th and 30th of December. Now, Mars is shifting into Sagittarius on the 8th, and this is momentous because Mangala loves to be here. In fact, this is the sign where he fights his war. Sagittarius is the battlefield of life. There's a definite feeling of courage, bravery. You have to fight this fight. You cannot avoid it anymore. So everybody gets this momentous feeling inside, like a fiery feeling, because Mars is fire, Sagittarius is fire. It's a burning feeling that you have to fight for this cause or for this situation, or fight your turf if you like, whatever it is. So this can be good for some signs, and for other signs, well, it can be more stressful. And I will talk about that in the readings, of course. This will impact world affairs big time. Where there is battle situations, they will spark off again. There will be this real impetus to complete things, to get things sorted. Why? Because Mars will be with the Sun, government forces, and he will oppose Jupiter now, retrograde in Gemini. Certainly not a peaceful combination, Mars in Sagittarius opposed by Jupiter. It can actually spark, as I say, final battles, final arguments, confrontations. It's a little bit hectic. But the thing is, at the beginning of next year, in the spring of next year, summer of next year, Jupiter will go back into his exaltation into Cancer. Jupiter in Cancer is a definite sign of more peaceful resolution, fingers crossed. Right here and now, though, as you get your courage up to face the battles, everybody, just be careful about the 7th and the 8th circle of dates, because Mars is coming out of the bunker of Scorpio, showing his face in the battlefield. Wow, some things come up, some new confrontations happen in your life, and people can be taken unawares here. Don't get into arguments, confrontations on the 7th and the 8th. Then the Sun, as he does every year, middle of December, this time the 16th, enters into Sagittarius. This is a great place for the Sun. It's a very optimistic feeling. Everybody starts to look forward, not backwards. So, we're going to make New Year's resolution, all that sort of things. Everybody becomes optimistic, open to new possibilities everywhere in the world. End of December, beginning of Jan, every year when the Sun is in Sagittarius. A definite reason to ditch the tropical zodiac. The Sun is not in Capricorn when we're making New Year's resolution. You see, Capricorn doesn't make those sort of resolutions, but Sagittarius does, because it's about the big picture, seeing the big project ahead. So it's a very good planning time for everybody, actually. The Sun in Sagittarius, middle of December until the middle of January. Sun, of course, makes the MULA GANDANTA crossing on the 15th, 16th. So having those showdowns with authority figures, father, even boss, superior, anybody, and the government on these days, just don't go there. There'll be so many misunderstandings. And even if you are a parent, it can be a bit tricky disciplining your kids, depending on their age as well, on these 2 dates. And then to top it all, everybody, what a month, right? Venus goes into Sagittarius as well on the 20th of December. Now, Venus here, wow, this is going to fire up everybody's feelings, emotions, relationships, mega time. It's not a steady thing either. And Venus with Mars, wow, some people get sudden attractions out of the blue happening. Take it easy with those. Get to know people slowly. If you should meet when Venus and Mars are in a conjunction from the 20th in Sagittarius. By conjunction, I mean, of course, being in the same sign. So Venus in Sagittarius, emotions are fiery, relationships get touchy, of course. Very important though, because Venus will be combusted as well, because the new moon happens on that exact date. So as Venus moves over the MULA GANDANTA into Sagittarius, new moon happens, Amavasya happens. It's a darkening of feeling, emotion. Everybody's not feeling very good on the 20th of December in terms of closeness to other people. Conviviality goes down. Everybody's feeling got at, a little bit insensitive. So hold fire from any big relationship confrontations and business dealings. Just no way on the 20th of December, because new moon is a dark moon. The information is simply not available. Of course, after this date, as Venus goes forward and as the moon gets brighter, we get the information we need. We know how to plan for the future and hopefully make those resolutions. How to use the readings from your Vedic moon and ascendant sign, sidereal horoscope, not tropical Western. Check the link below to our website, Devaguru. Put in your birthday to bring up your moon and ascendant. One special factor, though, in these readings. After every reading, I include a daily tracker, but this is only to be seen from the moon sign, giving you the up and down days for the month. Let's begin. Aries moon and ascendant, the month starts on a very positive note. Full moon on the 5th is in your second house, financial reconstruction. Some of you make a fantastic business deal. Mercury with this full moon here, you can get business deals, investment, financial situations going your way. So sign now. Now is the time to invest. Now is the time to actually sort out long-standing business stalemate. Beginning of the month, full moon is extremely good for you financially. That's for sure. It's good dealing with your family, with your in-laws as well. All of a sudden, there is a massive communication happening which settles long-standing tensions. So it's a very positive beginning of the month for Aries moon and ascendant. So you know where you are going financially, that's the thing. But in your communication after the 8th, when your Lord goes into the 9th house, watch communication with superiors, with the boss, with your father, with anybody in authority over you. Some clashes can occur from the 8th of December onwards. On the 20th and the 21st, watch that Venus, 7th house lord, goes into a Gandanta. Check beginning of the video. Spouse is basically acting a little bit unusual or having some ideas that they've not talked about with you before. Everything's a little bit confrontational again because Venus and Mars. Venus is your spouse, partner, girlfriend, boyfriend. Mars is you are going to clash in the 9th house this month. Is that this month, be aware of the tendency for miscommunication, misinformation coming your way, because Jupiter's in a difficult house now. He's gone back into your 3rd house and he's aspecting your Lord Mars. So take everything with a little bit of a pinch of salt in many areas of your life. Good advice is one thing, but miscommunication is another. Takes a bit of sorting this month, but here's the main thing. Your Lord Mars is aspecting Saturn in the 12th house of your chart. You may even feel that you're being a bit manipulated. Mars aspects Saturn here. Get some unconscious feeling that, people are not quite what they seem. Perhaps that could happen. Of course, superiors, boss, etc. have an agenda very often. But here's the thing. You have to keep yourself to yourself. Saturn, 12th house now sparks off the real beginning of Sati for the moon again. Check the video. Saturn transit Pisces. So for moon or ascendant though, a little bit of peace and time to yourself makes all the difference. Grab it when you can this month of December. Your moon is in Aries. Don't forget, not ascendant, just the moon. These are the go days for you during December 25, and the more challenging dates are on this side. Take a note for your diary. For Taurus, moon and ascendant, this month is about transformation because so many planets are piling up in the 8th house of transformation. It's a moving from one state of being to another, but therefore you've got to keep a lot of stuff to yourself. It's a month for a little bit of secrecy, which actually can be helpful for you. Not at the beginning of the month. The full moon on the 5th is super powerful in your moon sign or your ascendant. Now is the time to speak to your business partner, opposing Mercury shortly after. Now is the time to speak to your spouse openly, honestly. Share feelings. You will get some very important information near to the 5th, securing future for you, particularly business people and in deep, intimate relationships. And the full moon highlights health matters as well. So it's a very helpful full moon when clarity comes and future actions become very, very clear to you. After the 6th as well, Guru has come back into your 2nd house. So check the video on my channel, Jupiter Transit Gemini. For the next few months now, 5-6 months, your finances are going up and up. And of course, all the planets piling up, including Mangala in the 8th house. Secrecy, keeping things under wraps, making business deals quietly, not advertising them, securing savings, long-term investments. Marvelous month for this. If you are Taurus moon sign, not ascendant, these are the go days for you during December 25, and the more challenging dates are on this side. Take a note for your diary. What a month for Gemini moon and ascendant. You like to be kept busy, right? You will be spinning this month, but you will have an impetus for change. You will feel like moving forward with projects which you've left behind, because Jupiter goes back into Gemini on the 6th. Check the video on my channel, Jupiter Transit Gemini. This is a great opportunity for you, but you need to listen to what I've said there to make the best of it. The link is below. Full moon on the 5th is very important for you, giving you health information which you've needed for some time. Perhaps information about pets as well, because it is contributing to the 6th house as well. 6th house, 12th house. Some secret information may also come your way that's going to be very useful. So this full moon is going to give you insight into situations which were hidden from you before. This is really helpful to you. And information about situations in the workplace. When your Lord goes into Scorpio in your 6th house from the 7th, all the information is coming from those tense workplace situations which have been giving you stress. If you have legal affairs, they're going to come to an absolute head at the beginning of the month as well. From the 8th onwards, Sagittarius is starting to pile up with planets. Mangala here is a bit stressful, aspecting 10th house, difficulty with superior boss. You're feeling the strain even though you are sorting out so many problems, and definitely spousal house is becoming a little bit temperamental. So spouse is acting in an unusual confrontational way, and this may cause you a little bit of stress from the 8th of the month onwards. The dates to underline and be very cautious about. I've actually given you all the Gandanta dates for everybody beginning of the video. Check them out. But for you, because Mercury is your Lord, particularly 29th, 30th, when Buddha Mercury is crossing MULA GANDANTA into your relationship and your business house. 29th, 30th, you need to have caution. You may get into confusion, confrontations in your business situation, business partners, colleagues, or in your intimate relationships as well. Misunderstandings, miscommunication. Take it easy. 29th and 30th of December, and don't make big decisions on those days. So with the pack 7th house, there are stresses coming to you from other people. Even in the workplace, you see Saturn, 10th house. Wow, so much work again on your plate, so much responsibility. But you see, despite all of this, Jupiter's helping you. Jupiter's in your 1st house. Health issues ease. You're feeling more confident about the future, more optimistic despite all of these stresses, and that's a good thing. If your moon is in Gemini, not ascendant, don't forget, just the moon. These are the go days for you during December 25. And take note of the more challenging dates on this side. Take a note for your diary. Don't forget, 29/30th is the Gandanta. Even though it's a good day for you, it's going to be a little bit stressful, as I just said. Cancer, Moon and Ascendant, what a powerful month for you. I mean, this is a time when you will get on top of so many tasks which you couldn't face before and get a real feeling of satisfaction and control, because the Sun and Mars are going into one of their most powerful placements, the 6th house of your chart. And the full moon on the 5th, near to this date, is extremely favorable full moon. Moon is always important for you, of course, your Lord, and the full moon is where you get really emotional. But this time, your emotions are focused on your gain. New information comes to you about financial matters, about job interviews, promotion, workplace issues, good communication with your colleagues and with your children. So family matters, children's matters, and educational opportunities come as well. You're getting clarity near to the 5th of December in all these areas, and it's so favorable. Even friendship networks may have good information for you. It's a good beginning to the month. On the 8th of December, of course, Mars moves into your 6th house. This is super good. This is what you've been waiting for. Yes, Mars in the 6th house is one of his best transits. Watch the dates, though, when Mars moves into Sagittarius, 7th and the 8th. This could make you a little bit agitated. But after the 8th, wow, you may be attending to long-standing health issues. Even some of you may have some sort of hospital trip or even minor surgery, who knows? But this is going to be favorable for you. Finally, health issues are being attended to and sorted, and you're in the mood for fitness, new diet, everything. You're ready to take control of some long-standing health issues, and it's extremely favorable all of December. Mars is the Lord of your 10th house. You become super productive, get so much done in the workplace, in your business dealings, on the job, all of it. But thing is, though, Mars does confront Saturn this month. You may have a difficult superior, difficult boss who's a bit heavy-handed on your case. Don't get into any confrontation that could be a negative factor. In your relationship situation, of course, Mars aspects Saturn, the Lord of your partner, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend. You could have some communication problems there from the middle of the month, particularly because there is stress about direction together. Just be open. Everything's going to be fine. Guru is in a very favorable place for you, 12th house, to be open, honest, and to have closeness in your intimate relationship. If your moon is in Cancer, not ascendant, just the moon, these are the definite go days for you when things go more smoothly. But the more challenging dates are on this side. Take a note for your diary. Leo, Moon and Ascendant, this is a power month for you, and you get the power to make creative changes in your life and in your income. Things are definitely looking up again. First thing is, something in the workplace has to be sorted, and on the 5th, the full moon in Taurus shows you all the information you need about a very tricky situation, perhaps with authority figures as well. There are family concerns as well, and you have to readjust work-home balance. Perhaps taking the work home or even spending more time in the office. Whatever it is, there's an imbalance happening, and it needs to be clarified near to the full moon, near to the 5th of December. Once you've sorted that, Mangala is going into the 5th house of your chart. You're not going to be listening to anybody else during the rest of this month. You're going to be taking things on your own back. You get decisive and even slightly confrontational in your intimate friendship and colleague circles as well, some of you. And when your Lord the Sun, after the 16th, is in the 5th house, it's such a powerful time for you. You're going to make big decisions about romantic relationships. Sparks may fly a little bit there because Mars is with the Sun, but you're being open about feelings and sharing a lot in this new romantic relationship. Even if you are seeking a relationship, there's a very good chance of a very powerful attraction happening from the 16th onwards. Certainly in a risk-taking mood this month, and watch out from the 8th because Mars is having his aspect onto Saturn in your 8th house. Now be cautious about financial speculation. It could get you into a sticky corner. One thing to be mindful of. And if your moon is in Leo, these are the go days for you during December 25, and the more challenging dates are on this side. Take a note for your diary. Very important month for Virgo moon and ascendant. So much emphasis on the 4th house of your chart. This is the time when you're going to make big decisions about home issues, moving, domestic affairs, property matters, even some of you planning for a completely different work situation. It's all about work-life balance. That's the thing. And full moon happens on the 5th in your 9th house. What is your future education-wise? Students need the information, and it's coming to you near to the 5th of December. Important conversations with superiors or advisors, people who can give you advice, financial advice, career advice even. Legal advice, maybe medical advice. This advice coming to you near to this full moon makes things so much clearer and is so helpful to you. Now, Jupiter's gone back into your 10th house. Is this a good placement or not? It's a stressful one because it puts stress into the workplace, particularly Moon Virgo. There's too much to do and you could feel a bit overwhelmed in your career situation. Watch out when Mars goes into the 4th house, though, on the 8th. This is a little stressful because Mars aspects Saturn transiting in your 7th house. Stress with your partner, business partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, anybody in the home situation. But the thing is, you need to talk about domestic changes together. When you do that, it is most helpful. But this is a time for moving home, making changes, making renovations. You can't put them off anymore. Mars and the Sun demand some domestic reshuffle, definitely. But there's so much going on this month because your Lord Mercury's in the 3rd house. So you're in the mood to be out there, traveling a lot perhaps. Some of you even distant travel or even local travel is good for you. Gets you out of the home, right? Where the tension can be. Speaking to your siblings, neighbors, even to people in distant shores actually opens up wonderful ideas for you. This is very good for writers, bloggers, communicators, internet people, anybody doing anything in the communication realm. You're going to be super successful. Don't forget the dates I gave you at the beginning of the video. When your Lord Mercury goes into the MULA GANDANTA on the 29th, 30th, just don't make big deals then. Don't sign business communication. Don't change anything major. Make a major purchase, home, business, anything at all. And definitely watch communication. On the 29th, 30th, you become agitated. Stay calm on those days, and it's a fairly productive and definitely active month for Virgo moon and ascendant. If your moon is in Virgo, not ascendant, just the moon, these are the go days for you when you can accomplish a lot, and the more challenging dates are on this side. Take a note of them for your diary. Libra moon and ascendant, what a month. So much communication, so much non-stop getting together with other people. Everybody wants to speak to you this month in all areas of your life. Full moon in the 8th house gives you all the information about financial deals which you need to make. Don't delay anymore. Now is the time for those investments, saving plans, long-term future goals financially. Sort them. Business people, important decisions have to be made. now is the time. Family finance, finance with your spouse, anything about future financial dealings, now is the time to get them sorted. Don't delay anymore. All the information needed about these big financial changes comes to you near to the 5th. Even about family affairs, legacies, wills, inheritance. Some of you, that's what it's all about. It's really helpful for you when Mars goes into the 3rd house of your chart. This helps you sort out difficult communications in the workplace. If you have to speak to the boss, superior, Mars aspects Jupiter, now is the time. Don't be afraid to speak up. People are impressed by your communication skill during December. You will impress superiors, work colleagues, everybody with your clarity. Fantastic for presentation, interview, all of these things. It's a very competitive month for you. Rise to the occasion. You're going to win, especially legal affairs. They can come to a conclusion this month. It's a good month for your health. You're going to be more disciplined, sorting out dietary factors, exercise, feeling enthusiastic about all new occurrences here. You're going to take on board some very strict systems of eating perhaps or behavior which will actually be good for you. So you're going to make a lot of very personal important changes this month, and it's really favorable for that. And if your moon is in Libra, these are the go days for you when things are easier for you to attempt whatever it is you're doing. But the more challenging dates are on this side, so take a note of those for your diary. Scorpio moon in ascendant. What is December about for you? One word: communication. Everything is about how you're talking to people, what you're saying, and who you're speaking to. Because Mercury is going into your ascendant or your moon sign from the 7th. The full moon on the 5th is so important for your connection to your spouse, to your partner, to your girlfriend, boyfriend, everybody. In fact, there is information coming to you from other people generally, but especially from your business or your partnership situation romantically. Mars, of course, is going into Sagittarius on the 8th. Now, Mars in Sagittarius can help you get purpose, get business things sorted, get wonderful financial deals going. It can be really good for your financial situation for the next 6 weeks. Fantastic. But watch communication on the Gandanta crossing. I spoke about it at the beginning of the video, 7th and 8th. So full moon is fantastic on the 5th, but then Mercury moves into your sign. You're going to say things as they are. You are not beating around the bush. Mercury in Scorpio, you're coming out with all sorts of stuff. You're feeling confident about your opinion. But Mangala, on the 7th and the 8th, you could get into a clash, particularly family members, business partner. Be careful. But tensions within your family circle could come up when the sun goes there as well, 2nd house. So family concerns, financial, wills, legacies, inheritance come to the fore, some of you during this month. Some of you, though, tying up financial matters which have been hanging for some time definitely is good. Time to actually make those long-term investments, savings account. Wonderful time to be thinking about financial future. December 25. It's a great month for study students. Mercury is in the research sign Scorpio. Jupiter's in your research house, the 8th house, and Saturn's making you work hard. So students, apply yourself. You will actually finally understand many factors on the course that had eluded you before. If you're Scorpio moon sign, these are the go days for you during December when you can accomplish a lot, and the more challenging dates are on this side. Take a note for your diary. Sagittarius, moon and ascendant. Are you ready to get going? Get sorting things in your life? You're going to have total motivation to do so, particularly after the 8th of December. You can see all the planets piling up in the first house of the moon sign or the ascendant sign. It's really motivating for you, full of energy, full of determinism to get things moving and shaking in your life. Definitely. Thing is, it's slightly different from the moon and ascendant. Because when Mars goes into the moon sign, it will make you agitated, emotionally volatile. And because Mars aspects Saturn in your 4th house, moon sign, domestic issues come up, confrontation, frustration, delays in your domestic changes, property, landed interests will occur. And it affects ascendant as well, but especially moon sign, because Saturn 4th house from the moon can make relationships a bit touchy. So you have to watch out for that. This month is so important, not just for domestic decisions, but also relationship and business decisions. What's going on? Your Lord Jupiter on the 6th has gone back into your opposite sign, Gemini. What does this mean? And he's retrograde, of course. Check the video on my channel, Jupiter Transit into Gemini. It's so important. It gives you all the information you need because you are reconsidering business issues and relationship decisions which you previously made. And the full moon's very positive for you because happening in this 6th house, you get information you have needed so long about workplace situation. Colleagues are going to be showing you something important. Don't get into confrontations there. They've got good news for you probably. And you're going to get health news as well, which will be helpful to you planning for the future. This is all good. If you have legal concerns, the 5th is the key date. All the information is absolutely available. 5th of December. The big time for you is the 2nd half of the month. That's when things really get moving. When the sun gets into your moon or ascendant sign, you're full of knowledge about what you should do. Planning ahead, optimistic, forward-looking, full of energy. It's particularly good for your health. You're going to make a whole new diet routine, health routine, exercise routine, something such as this. And you're going to actually have the motivation to keep to it. That's the thing. And if your moon is in Sagittarius, not ascendant, just the moon, the go days are on this side of the page. You can get ahead with things much more easily, with less frustration, and the challenging dates are on this side. Take a note of them for your diary. Capricorn, moon and ascendant, this is a month when you're going full on for the first 2 weeks and then you're literally collapsing with exhaustion when you get to the last 2 weeks of December. So I would say pace yourself really, really carefully this month. You could definitely overdo it if you're not careful. 2 major planets are changing direction and house this month. At least your Lord Saturn is now direct, and this is really important. So you need this time, a little bit of self-reflection after the 16th, when the sun goes into your secretive 12th house, to plan for your future. You just need this time alone. Now, if you can't have time alone, you're going to have to make for it, because if you don't, you can get so stressed that you actually make yourself sick, because Jupiter has gone back into your 6th house. Niggling health issues come up. You got to pace yourself carefully. You could take on too much work this month. So make a commitment, particularly 2nd half of the month, if you can, to have some time for relaxation, meditation, peace. It isn't going to be easy because Mars will be in your 12th house as well. But the main thing is, I would say, minimum Capricorn, moon and ascendant, don't make big decisions after 16th. Wait until next month when all the motivation comes back to you to make good decisions for your future. Now is the time for quietude, time alone, to plan for the future. You'll be so glad that you did, and your health will definitely benefit from any relaxation time you can take in December 25. And the beginning of the month, there's a full moon in your 5th house. This is quite good because students get information about the education course that helps them plan ahead. You get information about children, family concerns, which is really helpful as well. And if you are in a romantic situation, full moon is the time to have a definite heart-to-heart with your girlfriend, boyfriend, and spill the beans. Be honest about how things are. It will actually bring you much closer. Really favorable full moon at the beginning of the month. Talking about romance and romantic attraction, if you're open for this, Venus and Mars going into your 12th house, going together in Sagittarius at the end of the month, you see, could bring sparks into relationship situations. Sudden unexpected attractions could happen, or there could be sparks flying in an intimate relationship. It's really important that you have openness, honesty here, because this Mangala transit makes you a little bit secretive. That's the thing. Be open, be honest. It's a good month for clarity in all intimate relationships. And if your moon is in Capricorn, these are the go days for you during December 25, but the more challenging dates are on this side. Take a note for your diary. Aquarius moon, Aquarius ascendant, this is a month of huge opportunity for you. I mean, really, the opportunities, openings for financial gain, workplace advancement are definitely coming in December 25. It's a full-on month then for doors opening, opportunities, getting a lot done, having a lot of communication actually with your friends, network circles who are going to support you, open doors for you as well. Thing is, Mars aspect Saturn in the 2nd house. Watch your speech. Don't get frustrated. Don't get angry. Don't be a bit overreactive. This might affect family affairs as well this month. And for students, you might have given up hope on the education course, thought it was never going to work for you, and then Jupiter goes back into your learning house from the 6th. Pick up all of those books again, all of those files again, go over it all, revise it all. It's going to finally make sense. And if you are artistic person, creative person, new ideas coming to you when Guru goes back into your 5th house, really helpful for your creativity. If you have kids, some new issues coming up again, or some old issues coming up that you have to sort again with them, but this time it's going to be good. Finally, if you are starting a family, or you've been trying to start a family, not being successful, Jupiter retrograding again, aspecting 9th house, female chart, pregnancy could occur. Maybe not here and now, but in the next few months, definitely. And if you are in a romantic situation as well, Jupiter going retrograde, you need to talk definitely this month to your girlfriend, boyfriend. There's big conversations have to happen. Things are not clear between you and they need to be made much more clear. So it's a month for lots of very important conversations and decisions, actually. Aquarius moon and ascendant. And finally, if you are seeking a new romance or looking for romantic opportunities, the end of the month, the last few days are the key time when Venus and Mars are in your network circle house together. Sudden attractions may occur. Finally, but not least, Saturn, your Lord, goes direct in the 2nd house now. Financial pressures come on again, particularly from the moon. It's the end of Sati the last 2 years. Check the video, the link is below. Saturn transit Pisces, all the details there about this 2nd house transit. But as Saturn goes direct, you see, you will feel pressure mounting again. You could be clinging on to situations which are not going to help you financially. You may have to have a little bit of cutbacks, austerity, just leaving things alone which are not working, particularly business situations. Let them be. Cut back for now. Long term, it will be far more beneficial. If your moon is in Aquarius, here are the go days for you during December 25, and the more challenging dates are on this side. Take a note of them for your diary. For Pisces moon, Pisces ascendant, this is a very decisive month. You're going to make important decisions about your future this month, there's no doubt, particularly with your work and career direction. Factor, of course, is that Jupiter, your Lord, is retrograde but going back into the 4th house. Now, this is a very good place for him to be. You've got to rethink domestic changes. You've been maybe thinking a bit outside of the box about them, but all the finer details come up again now. This is good. You can change concerns about home issues, renovations, moving home, everything. Second thoughts are happening. Give it time. It's going to work out very, very well. Check the video. Jupiter transit Gemini. Positive for you. The link is below. But you'll be doing stuff in your home as well. Mars Sun aspect 4th house. So in your career, business, in your home, you're accomplishing so many jobs, so many tasks with loads of energy during this month. And the full moon at the beginning of the month is really, really helpful to you. In your 3rd house and your 9th house, you get good advice from financial advisors, career advisors, health advice as well. Listen to it. It is opening up new information to you, which you need to hear, particularly students. This will show you the way forward on the education course from the 5th of December. Of course, the big news this month for Pisces is that Saturn in your ascendant sign or your moon, Sati, of course, right in the middle of that 7.5-year transit, is going direct. And this will make you very serious, but also very focused from now on. You become more realistic. You are facing situations, whether it's health issues, whether it's home issues, whether it's relationship issues, with an absolute dose of realism now. And this will help you, but don't get yourself depressed. Particularly moon sign Pisces, mood may go down a little bit. Keep yourself busy. There's so much which you have to do. Check the video, Saturn transit Pisces. It's a long-term transit, you see. The link is below. And if your moon is in Pisces, these are the go days for you during December 25, and the more challenging dates are on this side. Take a note of them all for your diary. Check out all the other key videos on the transits happening. The playlist is up on your screen, and don't forget to sub if you're new. Goodbye for now. God bless everyone.